Welcome back to LGBT Snapshots. I am your host, Chad. It is World War II week, and today is Bisexual Day. Anna Eleanor Roosevelt was born in 1884 into a wealthy socialite family. A niece of Theodore Roosevelt, former president, Eleanor had three younger brothers, one illegitimate due to her father's affair, though one of her brothers died along with her mother of diphtheria when Eleanor was only 8. 2 years later, her father died after struggling with alcoholism and mental health issues. Prone to depression, Eleanor was raised by her grandmother and educated in England, where she cultivated thinking on equality for all. In 1905, Eleanor married Franklin Delano Roosevelt, her fifth cousin, and she eventually had 6 children: Anna, James, Franklin, who died as an infant, Elliot, Franklin Delano, and John. She confided in others that she disliked sex and that being a mother did not come naturally to her. She discovered Franklin's affair with Lucy Mercer, but the two chose to stay married, forming a tight political partnership that set up the rest of their lives. When Franklin was stricken with polio in 1921, it paralyzed him, but Eleanor convinced him to stay in politics, and she threw herself into political work as well. Despite working as a teacher, Eleanor became the public face for many of Franklin's initiatives during his long career, as he was frequently incapacitated with his polio. Franklin was elected president in 1933, and Eleanor balked at the role of First Lady, which was only known for domesticity and housekeeping. She instead pursued political objectives, including the abolition of child labor, regulated work weeks, a minimum wage, and gender and racial equality. She was the first First Lady to speak at the national conventions in 1940, and she went on a long series of lecture tours. She was the face of the New Deal in many ways, and she pushed for social reform, putting herself on the front lines of racial issues. She held hundreds of press conferences and would often only allow female reporters into the room. During World War II, she advocated against racism toward Japanese American citizens, and she maintained focus on gender and race issues through the war. In the 1930s, Eleanor formed an extremely close relationship with lesbian reporter Lorena Hickok, and the two exchanged frequent affectionate letters. Though it cannot be verified that the relationship was sexual, their letters describe longings, hugs and kisses, and exchanged tokens of affection, and many scholars agree that Eleanor was classified as bisexual. She was also romantically linked to a handful of men during her adult life. After Franklin's death in 1945, Eleanor went on to be a delegate to the United Nations and served as the chairman on the Commission of Human Rights, integral in the drafting of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. She died in her late 70s in 1962 and has been celebrated as an American treasure ever since. I hope you learned something today. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We will see you back here tomorrow for Policy Day when we discuss the blue discharge papers.